Welcome to Shadowtide Island and the military fighting arena. The soil of this arena sits upon a nexus where magic, steel, and blood all converged as the might and cunning of two civilizations collided. Although none of the settlers of this island were aware, it was once an ancient Netherese floating city. Long ago, the enormous floating rock was a massive mountain cut from the earth with spells this world has not seen in eons, upturned and lifted into the skies. A civil war ended their existence in a violent magical cataclysm, but the Netherese city remained hidden, its inhabitants scattered into the weave, its magical secrets lost to time, until one day it fell. The mass of an entire civilization crashed through the open ocean and hundreds of feet into the rock below, piercing into the Underdark. The newly formed island was not on any navigation maps, and when a kingdom of men and dwarves were able to safely settle it, they began to dig and found riches beyond their imaginations. The denizens of the dark, who had been drawn to the surface when their cavernous cities collapsed upon them, began to find strange magical runes and precious metals. They ventured upwards, and the new adventurous surface dwellers dug deeper, until one day they dug too deep, and found they were not alone. This is the place where they met. This arena was built on the site of the first battle with the Drow, the battle that led to a war. Now, I'm sure you have your questions. Why am I here? What's happening? What gives you the right to just open dimensional gateways to far-off lands and force unsuspecting adventurers into a battle to the death? Believe me, I've heard it all. I've done this a few times now, and I get it. You're worried, perhaps even afraid. Well, what's done is done. All you need to know is that you're about to enter a tournament where you're going to literally fight for your life. Not to worry, win and you're home free. You can go back to your life and keep doing what you do best. For a while at least. Lose and, well, try not to lose. It can get complicated. Each of you here have been chosen by the Weave, Mistra's gift and curse to us all. For most of you, the sacrifice made here today will be the greatest accomplishment of your otherwise senseless existences. However, one among you may possess the aptitudes required to do what must be done next.
There you go.
Okay, so welcome, guys.
Sorry.
Welcome back to Shadow Tide. Okay, so since the last time you guys visited the island, things have changed slightly in the arena. It's been a week or two since you came through the portal last time, and you've been...
You mean it's been 1 week?
I'm so...
Okay,
Sorry, I'll be quiet.
Knocked her head to the side and said, I'm undead. Sorry, keep going.
it has been about a week since you guys were last here in Shadowtide. The Lich has opened the portals once more, and you have been pulled through the banners that have been your scorecards up till this point. The familiar banners, and you get brought through into this area again where the merchant is here. The only other person that appears to be here is this other combatant that has shown up in the room as well. And you have this chance to go over the items that you'd wish to bring in, knowing that the rules now are that there are 3 magic items and 3 consumables allowed for each player in the tournament at this point. And you had more items than that, so the merchant is there for you to sell your items now and all that. So yeah, what were you up to in the last week since you were last here, MJ?
Well, KORG being KORG, is up to his usual monk stuff. A lot of practicing various martial arts, meditating, martial arts, meditating, arts, meditating, unlocking some abilities that he was not previously aware of. And then martial arts, meditating.
Right.
And I'm gonna stop right there. At this point, he knows what's going on. He's just laser focused on just getting through it the best he can and to the best of his abilities.
So I'm going to assume that means you took a level of monk.
That I did.
What does Uwu see when he looks over at KORG sitting, well, I guess you would probably be, let me see if I can face you in the other direction. Doing some weird pose on the chair there.
Not even on the pose this time. He's actually in a meditative stance and levitating above.
Right on. So what does Uwu see when he looks over at KORG?
So you're very, like I just said, you're very stereotypical kind of meditative stance, legs crossed, arms just folded over top. His same purple and blue robes with that single long ponytail off the back of his head. Claw mark, almost tattoos coming up over the shoulders, and just calm, cool, head down, gathering his composure.
How long is that ponytail now?
Oh, I'd say around the 3 foot mark.
This is the butt crack.
It was 1 foot, now it's 2, then it was 2 feet, now it's 3.
Round 3, an extra foot. That's great. That's some fast growing hair. All right. So, Uwu, you have been had a week as well in between these fights. What has your focus been on in the past week since you were brought back here?
My focus has been what it has always been on, Lich. It has been on feeding the darkness within and making blood sacrifices to the edgiest edgelord warlock patron of all, Larid Jetto.
You see a smirk come off of KORG's face, and he just looks up and says, "Why so serious?"
Exactly. That's exactly what Laragetto asked me.
Okay, so what does KORG see when he looks over at Uwu?
KORG sees the instrument of his impending destruction, clad in leather straps, wrapped around his body, barely containing the darkness and evil within the pale, sickly frame that is pale, that is blue. He sees a robe wrapped around his face like he's some kind of anime character with a cape that's way, way, way too long. A sword he could not possibly hope to wield because it is 10 times the size of a regular sword. A rod at his belt, or is he just happy to see you? You aren't sure. Whatever it is dark, it is thick, and it is stiff, and it is ready for action. Uwu, X, Grim Dark, Bloodborne, Shadowbane is here, and he is ready for action.
You hear the merchant like, quiet down with all that.
Hey, what kind of racket are you trying to run here? First you sell me items at 100% value, and the next week you say you can only buy them back at 30% value, so you can sell them to the next round of people at 100% value? Well, what are you trying to do, man? This is highway freaking robbery. If it were up to me, I'd be asking you into the ring so that I could show you justice.
Alright, that's enough showboating. I don't allow people to talk about themselves in the third person in my shop. Please.
Ooh, only refers to himself in the third person, and sometimes even in the fourth person. What?
Alright, I got another one of these. Ah, jeez. He goes back to the tinkering with his stuff.
You've spent these last days training and meditating and training and meditating, and I'm sorry that is how you spent your last days. I, on the other hand, have been cavorting and enjoying the last drops of life so that I may go into this battle with absolutely no regrets. REGRATS, regrets.
KORG again, just you see that little left-sided smirk come across his face and look up and say, I gave up regrets years ago.
Your face,
to my fullest.
Your face is only smiling on what did you have a stroke?
No.
Because sometimes that can lead to paralysis of one side of your facial muscles. And if that is so, I would strongly encourage you to get that checked out. That is, strokes are no joke, my friend.
Public service announcement.
I got nothing.
Okay. So, right about that time, you hear the Lich's voices in your head, and it's echoing out, beckoning you towards the arena. You guys can roll initiative.
Well, hey, no matter what happens, we will have had a fun time tonight. I guarantee it.
Okay, when I saw your name was Uwu, all I could think of was that TikTok trend of, you want me to talk in a Uwu voice, and then the stupidly high-pitched, Uwu.
Yep. But, yeah, I don't know.
You realize I'm just gonna take the whole, oh wow.
Take that out of context?
I'm just gonna, just have the,
hey, you dice gods!
Good job!
Wow. A 20 and a 19. Wow.
Woohoo!
Oh,
That's pretty crazy. So I guess
I have not rolled above a 10 on initiative today.
KORG, you are free to run in and set yourself up in the arena, as you are quicker just by a fraction than Uwu hearing the Lich's call.
Uwu. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take all the times people say "uwu" and put them into one little TikTok. So, KORG, you get brought into the portal, or when you walk through the portal, you get brought into the arena. You are free to still set up anywhere behind this line here, which is like the imaginary line, which is actually a line of a wall of force of some sort that the Lich has created. This semi-translucent.
Semi-translucent.
There you go. And then, Uwu Grimdark. You are willing.
Grimdark Shadow Bloodborne Bane.
Sorry about that. You are free to walk through now as well.
I demand that you place some respect on my name. I tried to walk through the portal and the rune flashed, but alas, I'm still. Oh, there we go. Whoa. Okay, hold on.
So you see the heads for the dragons. Like you could move 5 more feet forward from there.
Oh, this is interesting. Huh. I'm just gonna stand.
You set up wherever you want behind that line, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You have walked through the portal that leads into the arena, and as you've done so, the Lich begins to look down as you set up, and he snaps his fingers and dice begin to materialize out of his hands, and they fly around you, and every 6 seconds they begin to appear on your side, flying around your head in and out of the material and ethereal planes. And the banners that you came through are unfurled again, and your scorecards are ready to start counting score as we begin the combat.
Yeah, count it.
And so in round 1, KORG, the pillar in the center is still a 10 by 10 by 40 pillar, basically, because the light that's coming out of the top of those 4 gems that are surrounding the dice create like a wall effect, a wall of light. And so there's 4 pillars that are all 5 by 5 by 40 that are surrounding this thing. There are the 2 sarcophagi as well on the top and bottom. And so there's the 3 switches in the center console. The first one, still a falling rock trap is there, targeting flyers with the pull of the switch, bonus action, and a hit dice. You will be able to bring down a flyer. Dex save for half damage, but they will be prone if they fail. And then second trap is the Dragon's Breath trap, which will automatically change now. The breath type will not be a bonus action to change on its own. So if you pull the trap, it'll change the breath type and fire the breath.
Quick question. The trap only targets flyers, correct?
The rock trap.
Yep.
Yeah.
Only flyers. Got
Correct. If you end your turn flying.
Yep. Then it will target
above the ground. Yeah. If you have an elevation, basically off the ground.
I think if you have an elevation above the ground, and if you are flying, are 2 very different things. Because you have pillars that are 40 feet high now.
Right. If you are not touching the ground.
Yep.
Or not touching the walls or anything like that.
If you're on top of a pillar, are you flying? You
can't, because they're 40 feet tall and the ceiling's 40 feet.
Oh, the ceiling is 40 feet.
Yeah, you can be climbing the pillar and not be attacked. But if you are flying or hovering or any way of not securing yourself to the ground or walls, then you can be attacked by the falling rock trap. Third switch, is a bonus action and either 2 or 3 hit dice to summon a CR2 or 3 creature. So you pay 2 hit dice for a CR2 creature, 3 hit dice for a CR3 creature to join your team. It rolls its own initiative, and if it goes after you on that turn, then it gets a chance that round. And if it goes higher initiative than you, then you have to wait until the next round for it to join the fight to help you out. I think that's everything you need to know.
Cool.
And so, Korg, the hit dice come to you and start circling your head. You're up.
First things first. Okay, let's see if I can get this to cooperate.
Let's see if you can get this to cooperate.
And tell me if I have to stop at any point, Greg. Gonna go there.
Okay, so Korg just starts making his way through this arena.
We'll just say he is making his way downtown, walking fast, faces past like he's homebound.
So now that Korg's got an idea of what the heck's going on, because he had no clue from where he was when he decided to move.
Let me just make sure that... Yeah. Yeah, you still have 25 feet of movement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, Greg, are you good? I'm just looking at my character sheet right now if I adjust that strength value manually. The Korg's gonna move.
Is everything else right, though? Yeah.
Everything else looks right.
Yeah, okay.
So Korg's gonna get right up on top of and gonna throw out 2 quick unarmed strikes.
Gotcha.
Let's just clarify this, but I think haste gives you...
I don't know. I've never played a monk before.
Let's clarify the haste attribute, but I think it's gains an additional action on each of its turns. That action can only be used to take the attack, one weapon attack
with one weapon.
Dash, disengage, hide, or use an object. So yeah, it is only one weapon attack.
Yeah. So I will do just 1 unarmed strike.
Cool. I'm not seeing anything happen.
22.
Holy. Woo.
Ooh, Grimdark Bloodborne Shadowbane laughs at your attack and says, "You're going to have to try harder if you want to hit me in the face, little man."
I guess I will.
Okay. So, as Korg rushes out across the whole arena in one turn, closing all of the distance to UWU, UWU blocks this punch that this furious monk steaming towards him comes out with, and the hit dice now flip over towards UWU as the turn ends, and Korg did not do any damage that round.
Alrighty. As UWU's first attack, first action, he'll say, "You should really watch the drink, my man. Isn't it a little bit too early to be imbibing of the beverages?" And he's gonna say, "I'm gonna welcome you to a complimentary stay in some rehab." And he's gonna go on ahead and cast Dispel Magic on you. He's gonna target you, and he's going to dispel both of your potions.
Yeah, and instantly the all the magical effects that are under level 3 on you are ended.
I can use it to dispel a spell or a magical effect currently affecting a creature.
So the potion of speed, it has the effect of the haste spell. So it is like it mentions the spell in the description here.
Yeah.
So that's the haste spell, which is a level 3 spell. So you'd be able to end that spell, and so this other thing on him is not a spell. So
Got it.
I don't think it would dispel that spell as well because it's not a spell.
That is fine.
So
That is fine.
The haste ends on you though,
Yep.
and you are feeling pretty tired at this point as well. Ooh, you have dispelled some of the magic on this guy.
Sounds good. What am I going to do next? Next, I am going to... I'll quicken Eldritch Blast on him. So I will spend 2... what do you call it? Sorcery points. And attempt to cast Eldritch Blast. Let the darkness within me consume you. Or something like that. I'm assuming that misses.
Do you have a
Is it
reaction to make, KORG?
Yeah, I had a pop-up show up. I'm just trying to see if any of those are relevant to this because I'm not used to this.
You can't take any reactions or actions, right?
Oh, because right now you can't take a reaction because you've ended the spell effect of haste.
Yeah.
So that hits.
So
Never mind, that's irrelevant.
yeah, I'll go ahead and roll damage.
Oof.
Please back up from me 10 feet.
Oh, yep. Okay, so the blast repels you backwards 10 feet.
And I'll say, I'm coming at you again.
Oof. Looks like another hit. 28 to hit. Wow. Wow, another 10.
And please back up from me another 10 feet.
Another 10 feet.
I'll say,
that's one too many.
Yeah. Yeah, not quite to the wall. I'll say, I don't like the way you got so close to me with your fists. Please remain outside of my personal bubble.
Or kind of just chuckles and says, there's no such thing as space.
This is brilliant.
It's like, but it's literally everywhere, my mans.
Or is it nothing all around us?
I mean, that is space, isn't it? Oh, I'm thinking too hard. Shut up and fight.
Space?
Okay, so you've gotten pushed back, taking 28 force damage as you've been pushed back into this cloud of blue magical aura, cold aura. Not damaging you, but obscuring your vision slightly. That's your bonus action, Quicken.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna move that way.
Hit spacebar if you want to make an anchor point.
Gonna make it go, and then I'm going to move diagonally that way. Not 10 feet.
You can't move
because that was
through...
25.
Oh, you did move through there. It worked.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move right there because that's 30 feet, right?
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, so Uwu slides between the pillars, and you lose track of him for a second, KORG, but you know he's not too far away. Couldn't have slinked too far by now. And so at the end of round 1, Uwu has done 14 and 14, so that's 28 points of damage. Uwu, you see a score go up beside your name as 1-0 after 1 round. And we go, the dice move over towards KORG and start spinning around KORG's head. Would you like to use any hit dice? No?
Nah, I'm good right now. 25 to go there. 15 to go there. On his way on that last...
Just so you know, I think you're like that's why I'm asking if you'd like to use any hit dice, because you can't move that far. Like you are still right now under the effects of the haste spell
Nope.
that has ended.
Yeah, the haste spell ended.
So
you,
when haste ends, the target can't move or take actions until after its next turn, as a wave of lethargy sweeps over it. So you can't move.
Yeah.
but if he already said that he doesn't want to use any hit dice, we can just skip his turn.
But his first thing to do was to move, so he can't really do that.
My apologies. I forgot about that.
His hit dice have already disappeared and are back on the ethereal plane.
Well, he can't move, so technically they're still there. So as you try to move, you realize that you're too slowed up by that ending of that spell to be able to. So in order to move again, you have to end that spell effect with a hit dice.
Oh, that's too bad. I was counting on that, Greg.
Well, it's part of the thing to not be able to move, so I have to tell you can't move.
True.
Okay, how do
It's true.
Greg remind me? Hit dice. What do I do to get them again?
I can use one of your dice for you if you like to end that effect.
The Lich will end the effect for you.
Yeah. Can you get rid of one of the lower ones for me?
Yes. Done. So yeah, you needed to use one to be able to end that effect of that haste spell ending on you from the Potion of Speed.
Okay. So I use that one. Now I can do that again.
Yes, now you have full movement back as normal.
So 25.
And you can see Uwu there in the corner of the cape billowing out.
15. As KORG's running up this final 15 feet, you just see him grab one arm, claw right against his tattoo on the one arm. Other arm's gonna follow up with clawing the second arm. Then he's going to target Uwu. He's going to use a couple unarmed strikes. And Greg, I think you know what I'm getting at with the clawing.
Oh yeah, I do. That I do.
Here's roll number 1. I don't know if things are just being slow on my end.
You might have a reaction.
Oh, reaction. So
Uwu puts up shield.
And you are unfortunately unable to hit me.
Making that a miss.
So my shield is made from the tears of your disappointment and depression.
KORG just kind of smirks in his traditional way, seeing this is going to be a little more challenged than the last two.
Watch out for that stroke, man. Your smile only works on one side of your face.
Okay, remind me, shield, that was just for the one attack, right? Or is
It's
that
for every attack before the beginning of my next turn.
every attack before the...
It lasts, until the beginning of his next turn. Adding 5 to his AC. So that was the first attack of your multi-attack action or your extra attack action?
First attack of my multi-attack, so we'll see how the next two rolls go. That'll be the same thing. Miss.
Again, bouncing off of the shield. Oh, that'll do
There
it.
we go. That was an 18.
You have to close that because you can't use double reactions.
Yep.
Okay, so that's a hit.
That'll be normal roll. That'll be 13.
Not
Plus-
done yet, though, right?
No,
Right.
another 5. And then KORG will spend actually, no, never mind. That's my turn. I used my bonus action on my way as I dragged along my tattoos.
So, Uwu, the hit dice move towards you at the end of round, or the middle of round 2. And the shield ends.
It does.
It worked, did its job.
Absolutely it did. As my action, I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points and consume us in shadow as the grim, dark edgelordiness of his lord, Lerigetto himself, graces us from within the darkness of my soul. Yeah. So shadow erupts from UWU's dark heart and consumes
What are you,
the arena.
What are you placing that on?
I'm going to place it on my rock hard rod of the Pact Keeper.
Okay. My rock hard rod.
Of the Pact Keeper.
Right.
That's what I use to pact things.
Are you casting that then out of your things?
Out of my sorcery points? Sure am.
Nice.
2 sorcery points. And shadow! Casting the spell. Template placed.
Dun dun dun. There
Is
it
that good?
The ball of darkness.
Sounds good. And then, as my bonus action, I will quicken some Eldritch Blast again!
Okay, and this time you'll have advantage on those attack rolls because you can see your opponent and they cannot see you.
Yes.
KORG, somebody just turned out the lights.
The only time having 60 feet of dark vision does not help. Magical darkness.
More darkness is so magical.
And just a couple deep breaths. That's all he does.
It's the magicalist.
That was another 2 sorcery points, right?
That is another 2 sorcery points into the deed.
So
How
6
many
total.
How many have you used now? Yeah, that's what I'm just gonna.
6 total. I've got, yeah. It hits KORG. 13 damage! And please be pushed back 10 feet.
I can only go 5 feet back.
Then please take bludgeoning damage from running into the pillar behind you.
Yes, you can roll a d6, UWU, as the blast does 13 damage, but then running into the pillar does an additional 3.
That is the first blast. Here comes the second one.
That was a lot of dice that showed up on my screen.
It was, wasn't it? he's got a trick going. So that's another hit, it looks like. Unless you have a reaction you want to try to use to stop that.
I think the only reaction I have doesn't work for this.
Yeah, no, you're right. If you were able to grab a hold of it, you could do something about this, but this is force energy.
Yeah.
Not an arrow.
That's what I thought.
And that's 6 of it. But that one didn't hurt as bad as the other one. And you're already against the wall, so you can't go any farther.
Yeah. And then UWU will, I don't know, go there, I guess?
You can't walk through the pillar.
Oh, yeah, I was trying to go around it. That's 15. Can I move there at 15? So that was 10, and then move the diagonal here.
Sure.
15. Yeah. 20, 25. And then 30.
Okay.
And then the darkness follows me. There you go. So that is my action, my bonus action, my movement, and that is the end of my turn.
So, although you can't see him, you can now see again as this ball of darkness exits your space and you hear Uwu shuffling away, counting his 5-foot diagonals as he.
Wait a second. 5 feet? 5 feet? 10 feet?
End of round 2, Uwu has scored damage. A second score goes up next to Uwu's name on the banner. And that is 2-0 for Uwu as round 3 begins. KORG, you are up. You can spend hit dice if you like.
I'm just thinking through my next move. Okay. So, we're just gonna move that 25 feet forwards. $10 feet across. I'm gonna pretend like I can't see Uwu.
Well, you know that the center of this ball seems to be about where he is, so you have an idea of where he is, but you can't see him. You can't physically see him, but you have a pretty good idea of what's going on in there at this point, considering it was just still blasting you.
KORG is going to now finally start getting really pissed off. You see him just huff, and as he huffs, smoke starts to billow from his nose and his mouth. You see a dragon-like snout appear from his face, transitioning down. 2 claws, one on either hand, continuing, and then a tail, all in kind of like this reddish astral projection.
What the heck is that? That's some freaky stuff, man. Ooh, does not like this. He does not like it at all.
Is gonna start just walking in towards the center.
Yeah.
So
Would you say you are going? Yeah.
25, 35,
40.
45?
No, 45. Right there.
Okay.
Cool. Would you say you might be going into the unknown?
Oh no, this is very known.
Into the unknown.
Yeah, I did not get that.
Come on now.
KORG's just gonna, now that he's maxed out on his movement, he's just gonna swipe with his tail 360, see if he makes contact anywhere.
Okay.
Go ahead. Oh, you need to roll at disadvantage because you can't see me.
But that's a miss.
It's a miss anyway.
Next time. Yeah, you have a second attack that you can do as well.
Yeah, swoop. Let me just clarify something quick. KORG then still facing that same direction. Going to try using his Dragon's Breath.
Feels like a dex save. Is that a dex save? Or is that a...
You're about to find out.
Okay. Yes. Oh no.
As you have to dodge his 7 damage. Failing the dex save, he has to make a Constitution saving throw and maintains concentration. So Uwu takes 7 damage from the cone.
Right, because Uwu can see me, I can't see him. So KORG walks in, he spins, tries to see if he can get his bearings with regards to what's going on around him. Doesn't hit anything, so he just starts huffing, and you start seeing just like this static electricity build up in and around his mouth before he just releases this breath of lightning in just the general direction he thinks middle is.
And you'd hear Uwu make a little yelp, or what? What would Uwu do when sees this fire come at him, or electricity?
I would say, I did not like that. Ooh, did not appreciate that little shock, man. Perhaps I will place a bit of a shocker on you next turn.
So 7 damage on Uwu in round 3. And the hit dice move towards Uwu.
Cool. Uwu would like to, as his action, cast Eldritch Blast as he summons the darkness from within to pummel his opponent once again in the face, neck, and testicles.
That's 3 blasts?
Well, the face and neck is really one blast.
Oh, okay.
It's the 1-2 combo,
right.
Lich Man.
Which Uwu is perfecting these days. Looks like KORG may have a reaction to make here.
He may.
Yeah.
An 8. Ooh.
That'll miss.
So it's a 22 to hit, and your AC is boosted by 8. Not gonna do it.
Ooh,
so how do you you see, or you don't see this, but you hear this eldritch energy charging up again.
And then, hearing where the direction's coming from, KORG just does a quick little hip flick, and all you see is his tail come whipping up over his right-hand side in the direction he thinks it's coming from.
Ooh.
Excellent. So that's 1. The second blast comes through.
And you've already used your reaction, is that correct?
Reaction, yeah.
Second blast will hit. Oh wow, another 10. 14 damage.
Alright, please move back 10 feet. Does that put you into the pillar?
I'd hit the corner of it technically.
I'd say make a... What's your
Earlier you said that we could not move diagonally around the corner of these pillars.
That's true.
Because I tried to do it and you would not let me.
Well, it's not so much me as the...
Okay. It's
coding,
fine, Greg.
The foundry coding will not let you...
I see your rules, Lich Man, trying to rob us of our gold. and drain us of our damage.
I was going to say, you can use your passive dexterity, passive acrobatics. 13 seems like a good number, but you have a 12, so you hit the pillar.
Got it. So that's a d6?
So you're gonna be here instead. But you do hit the pillar, so it's a d6, yeah.
Roll!
But it's halved as well, so it'll be 3.
3, I will take 3.
So the total of 17.
Yeah. And I will say, I am many things, and one of them is a hypocrite. And you're gonna hear pop, glug 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 glug.
That was epic.
I sent you a private chat through telekinesis, Lich Man.
You did, but you sent it in in Zoom, so it popped up over your face.
Oh.
It just said
that's exactly that. That's the message that I'm sending to you from my mind into yours.
It's like a comic bubble. That's your bonus action and your action, and the darkness ball is not moving?
Darkness ball is moving to there. Just
just hit spacebar to...
Wait, can I do it? Won't let me. There we go. And then to there. I'm like roughly the same distance as I was away from him now as I was then, but I just like using my movement to move because I'm basic.
And as the ball of darkness skirts around the pillar again, round
Actually-
3.
Yeah. As UWU moves around, skirts around, he actually says, "Skirt, skirt, skirt, skirt." And that is the end of my turn.
Okay, so end of round 3. UWU has scored more points this time, even though KORG did some damage, and that is another score for UWU on the card. Something changes slightly as you guys both hear from either end of the arena the doors open again. Out walk these creatures that basically go at the top of the initiative order in front of you guys. And one of them starts walking at each one of you. They both have a 23, let's say. The top Bodak here is on KORG's side, and it walks out towards you, KORG. And it comes out to about here. Oh, we have blocked the screen. Comes out to about here. And you see it, it's got like, its skin is all gray and deformed, like rotting off of it. Its face is like almost like a mummified skin look, but it's got these like spores growing all over it that are falling off, like constantly dusty necrotic spores. And this robe is barely staying on this thing. It's billowing, it's thinned out, it's frail looking, but it is also like it has giant muscles in place of, you know, where you'd think it might be looking like a frail arm bone or whatever, but there is a giant muscle and giant tendons holding it all together, and it's all very unsettling looking.
He appears to not be skipping arm day.
On the front of it, you see like where it would normally have just this cloak or whatever. The cloak has been pushed in where its heart would be, and its heart looks like it's been removed. The creature's walking towards you with a bit of a shamble. It is evil incarnate coming at you right now, and it stares at you, and when it makes eye contact with you,
That what?
you have to resist that with a nat 1. So yeah, that's a failed save. You have failed the saving throw, and this thing's gaze just starts eating away at your insides with this beam almost of necrotic energy. Likewise, this one seems to know exactly where UWU is as it begins traveling down.
Got it. The Bodak can see me.
It can.
Got it.
It should be Bodak 1. This is round... No, this should be round 4. That's right. Okay, I messed that up. Go back. There we go. This guy's turn.
This is the beginning of round 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just went too far. That's all. So this guy here does the same thing to you.
Well, shoot.
And he stares into your soul.
Jeez, that's a good roll.
It appears one of these things is after each of you. As you pass your saving throw, taking half damage from that. That does not count towards the damage that the Lich, or that your opponent does to you. That will not affect the scores for that. So you saved the con save, but now you need to save your concentration for the darkness spell, and so you were successful. So now it is KORG's turn at the top of round 4. And KORG is rolling hit dice.
Greg, when you subtract the damage, remember the effect that is up on me. The hat. Right.
Yes. You just glug, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, KORG's happy with that right now. He's just gonna follow his last path, just start walking towards the middle of this thing until he walks and meets the corner of the sarcophagus, and he's just like, meets the corner of the esophagus.
Gotcha.
And just goes, ow.
Yeah. Just wondering, KORG, how many hit dice do you have left?
You can't know that.
What's that?
I guess are you asking in character?
How hardy are you feeling?
KORG can keep going for a while.
Okay, cool. You rolled a bunch of hit dice. Okay. I'm just gonna keep it going. You are in.
So now that he has an idea of where he is, he knows he hits the corner of the sarcophagus. He's gonna turn 90 degrees to his left, I think, 45 degrees, whatever degree angle it would be.
Right.
You'll see him jump, flip.
Yeah. I recommend 69 degrees, KORG.
Do a tail attack. I thought I hit attack. I might not have hit attack. Did anything show up on your end, Greg?
Just the thing popped up and there you go. There's the dice.
Yeah, I think that is going to have to happen.
Okay, so that hits. As KORG's finally gotten frustrated enough to get something through. And UWU takes damage from that.
Yep, he will take 19 points of damage from the tail attack.
Yes, but less.
It's a little bit less than that. It seems that he's able to absorb some of this. Your tail feels like it should have hit a little harder than it did. But you maintain concentration, and the darkness spell stays up.
KORG will follow through with another unarmed strike.
Yeah. Oh, did you make that first attack at disadvantage because you can't see me?
Oh, that's right.
No,
I'm sorry.
I did not.
That is right. Yeah, I guess. Oh, well, that'll be that first attack then.
That'll be the first one, and then you can roll it at disadvantage for the second attack.
Disadvantage for the second one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was 2 great rolls in a row, man. Exactly what you. That was exactly what you needed.
Unarmed strike. I'm gonna have to remember to hit disadvantage. Both of them were 10s.
22 is not enough.
Expend a key point for flurry of blows.
I only just met you and you're already flurry of blowing me?
Oh,
disgraceful.
Badly misses after that.
Gotta take me out to dinner first, my man. Come on.
And a 23 does not get through either. As this darkness ball seems to be doing a great job of protecting the sorcerer inside. With the 2 unarmed strikes from the Fury of Blows, that uses your action and your bonus action.
Yeah.
And the hit dice move back towards UWU.
Cool.
You have done a total of
19 damage.
8 damage.
Oh.
The 19 has been halved, it seems.
Wouldn't it be 9 then?
Yes, that would be 9. 7 plus 2. It was what happened, so that's 9. I can't do math. 7 plus 2 is 8, right?
No, that is not how that works.
No, okay. I'm gonna cut this part out. Or the middle of round 4, the hit dice move from KORG to UWU after KORG does 9 points of damage.
UWU would like to use his action to once again unleash the darkness from within and cast that Eldritch Blast.
And that'll be an advantage as well, yeah.
It's an advantage in the dark. You can't see me, but I can see you.
Hearing this Eldritch energy charging up again, KORG has a chance to make a reaction.
Yeah. I'm just gonna... I learned from last time. 6. That's my AC then.
That's a meet?
Yeah.
So it's a hit still.
Right, I will roll the damage.
A 9. Woof. Rolling huge damage this time. It's
Yep.
crazy.
And please move 10 feet away from me into the pillar.
And again, KORG, you're pushed back into this pillar, taking another D6 damage. Which is 2 more.
But is that non-magical bludgeoning damage that may be impacted by rage?
That's why it's 2 more instead of 4.
Oh, 2 more. Oh, yeah. I didn't catch you saying that. Your math is too fast for me, Lich Man.
This time.
Yeah. I got 99 problems, but being a Lich ain't one. Hit me. Roll.
Oh my god, what is this? It's insanity.
I told you, Greg, the dice were gonna have to go my way.
Yeah, that's not going your way. That again, you'd be pushed back, but the pillar supports you, and you're able to hold your ground, as the blast was not able to push you back.
Gotcha. I'm going to telepathically tell you what I am doing with my bonus action. Pop, glug, glug, glug.
Again, it popped up in front of your face.
Yo. I think I'm actually gonna go. So I was there, right?
Yes, there's a shadow of your character on the map.
Okay, cool. So I'm actually, I think, going to go this way.
And normally, you would be able to take an attack of opportunity, but as you cannot see exactly where he is, you cannot know when to do that. So he has moved around the corner somehow, away from you, and it is still dark where you are. But you heard him.
Somehow
moving.
he went through the pillar?
No, he went around it.
Around it?
Yeah. So at the end of round 4...
What I was going to say is you don't know that I've moved around you because all you feel, you started in darkness and you ended in darkness.
You didn't do anything...
Sneaky. Oh yeah, you
Sneaky.
can hear me go pop, pop, pop. Oh, sorry. Skirt, 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 skirt.
I would have said
What
that's
happened?
the case, but your passive stealth is a 7.
I'm not stealthy.
Yeah, so like he can hear you
No.
moving around, so you
Subtlety.
definitely have an idea of where he is, and but as far as being able to see what's going on around you,
I got no clue that way.
right.
Subtlety
You know that you hit a
isn't-
pillar. You know your surroundings before this happened. You walked into the darkness before, so like you know what's going on,
Yeah.
but it is definitely impossible to see him right now. But the beginning of round 5 starts, and at the end of round 4, the damage that KORG did is not enough to put him past the damage that UWU did. So that's 4 rounds to none right now for UWU. This Bodak, rotting Bodak, is after, and not after UWU, so it walks right by UWU, and it stops right here.
Who will not take an attack of opportunity as it passes?
I mean, you could.
Ooh, refuses to embroil himself in regional disputes that have nothing to do with him.
So you see this thing as it passes you, even though it's ignoring you, it still begins to shake when it's passing you a little bit, and you feel its aura, like it's almost like you can't see it, it's trembling a little bit. Its aura basically deals both of you as a bonus action. Five damage and 5 damage.
Oh shoot.
5 necrotic
no
and
good.
5 poison. Because everything within 5 feet of it, 30 feet of it, sorry, is affected by that.
Cool. And I
And
guess
so
that'll
you
be-
succeed on your concentration save.
Yeah, that should be halved for me.
Yes, it will give you 5 back.
Thank you.
And then the vibrating continues and continues, and this creature just explodes all of a sudden. And a 15-foot sphere, the same size basically, or very similar size to your darkness sphere, but of necrosis spores, flies out over everybody in the area. Oh. So just... There we go. So you've both saved your constitution saves. Okay. And, so you both prevented the poison condition, but you will take half of the necrotic damage still. Okay, so 4d6 necrotic, roll that. This will be for both of you. 20 necrotic damage. And this other one, okay. You both made a save, so you both get half that back. That's my bad. Pass your
I see.
concentration save. We're good.
Okay.
That's that creature's turn. Next creature. Next Bodak. It shambles over towards UWU. 25. It's 30. There you go. It sees UWU. So a 17 is enough to succeed on the saving throw. And by succeeding on that throw, just making sure, it's 3d10 on a failed save. But is it anything on a successful one?
I don't know. I don't know what madness you have. I do not know the matter of madness and darkness you have brought within the thing.
No, that one doesn't do any damage on a successful save.
Glory, hallelujah.
So you have saved, and that is the end of the Bodak's turn. KORG, start of round 5 for you. Hit dice move around your head. Ooh.
I don't like those shitheads.
They don't look very strong. They don't look very strong. Like, they have weak, frail-looking bones and everything, but they do have big muscles on them, so they could pack a wallop, but at the same time, they might just fall apart, you know?
Greg, did you happen to add the 10 temps for me when I glug?
Oh, I did not. No.
Oh, go ahead and give me back 10. You could.
Okay, yeah, so KORG, you rolled some hit dice, and you hear glug 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 on KORG's side of the pillar.
Yeah, glug.
So KORG's gonna do.
I'll say, maybe after this, we can grab a drink together, if one of us isn't dead.
Oh, if one of us is dead, it will be you.
We shall see. about that. Because magical darkness!
So KORG's gonna move 5 feet. Oh, surprise! He's out of the darkness. Oh shit, there's one of those things. He's gonna walk away now.
Does the Bodak take an attack of opportunity?
This one here does, because it could see you walking away from it. I was just about to mention that. It could see you walking away from it as you exited the darkness ball. The other one doesn't seem to care about you whatsoever. So he's going to make a fist claw towards you with an 8.
Don't miss. 5 feet to go into this direction. I'm gonna move 15 feet that way.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume I'm somewhere-ish near the middle.
And you can, like I said, he has a really crappy passive stealth score, so without him making an attempt to hide from you, you know where he is. You just can't see him.
Yeah.
You know where he is, you just can't see him.
Yeah. Where is... I'm gonna try and hit with my tail. It would help if I didn't have myself selected.
Yeah, that would do it.
So that'll be a 28 to hit.
You wanna
Disadvantage, I will roll again right now.
Yeah.
because now that I have you selected as well. I'm assuming that's gonna miss.
So 20 misses, yes.
KORG's gonna get extremely frustrated. Go for his Dragon's Breath again. In the general direction, he thinks.
Okay, ooh. Fails a dex save. Not expecting this cone of electrical... Was it electrical?
Electrical again, yeah.
But your constitution saving throw to maintain your spell stays up.
Cool. So that was 2 damage?
So end of round
And
5.
then KORG is going to go 15. I used, 20 feet initially?
Yeah.
20. Yeah, I got... I'm just recalling. What is...
You can't undo a spacebar thing, I don't think.
No, apparently not.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to move back or whatever. So KORG does a circle and then doesn't count any of that movement. Returns back to the same spot again.
Go there. That was 20 feet? No, first move was 20 feet.
Yeah, 20 feet plus that is 20 feet, but that's 15, so that's... Oh, okay, so 20 feet for the first part.
20 feet for the first part.
Yeah.
KORG is going to go 15, 20, 25.
All right. And doing so, you stay away from the Bodak that seems to be hunting you. The hit dice move at the end of round 5, or the middle of round 5, towards UWU.
Cool. Could you throw some healing on me? Hit dice style.
Roll one of your hit dice
Roll.
for one of your classes. Yeah, there you go.
Got it. And then roll. Sure, why not? Roll. Hey, that's exactly what I needed.
Nice.
1 step up. I think I am going to attempt to fire at my friend KORG with the inner darkness of my Eldritch Blast. Yeah, I think I do it.
Oh, wow. A nat 20. The crit hit 31. So KORG, you're running away or moving away from this darkness ball. And you get hit in the back. But a nice, a little harder than usual poke.
Now this one gets you right in the butt, makes you uncomfortable, and forces you forward 10 feet.
Assuming I've done that right again. There we go. Hey,
Cool.
there you go.
And then number 2.
Oh, wow. 2 1s and an 11.
That's, yeah.
22. That's enough, though.
That will be damage and a normal hit.
Give me another
And-
d6.
Okay.
As KORG is pushed a little farther than he was hoping.
Rolling.
Minus 2 more. Okay. So that's
my action.
12 and 17 is 29 points of damage.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to burn a 4th level spell slot to get back some sorcery points.
Let's make
Because
sure.
I think I'm down to 2, right?
Yeah, you're down to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorcery points. 4th level spell slot gives me 6 points. Yeah, and then
That's your bonus action?
that is my bonus action. Then I think I'm just going to maybe chill here.
Darkness ball follows you. And at the end of round 5, unfortunately, KORG has still yet to score a point on the card. As has another one. Able to damage you every round so far. So this first Bodak is coming out of this side, which is the one that's after KORG. So it walks around this thing and stops right here. And it will then stare you down with a death gaze. And you succeed on the save, taking no damage on a success. And this one here starts to move towards UWU. And so this rotting Bodak uses its necrosis spores now.
No. Stop it.
So it creates a 15-foot cloud as well that goes out, and
is that a spell? It's not a spell, is it? It's just
No,
it's just a thing
trait.
that happens.
It's like a racial trait.
Yeah. Okay.
So Constitution saving throw.
I fail. I
It's a
think
fail.
right?
So you
Yeah.
are now poisoned, but it is not like the poisoned condition, technical poisoned condition. This version of poisoned will still poisoned you with a condition, but not that condition. This one
Okay.
has a 1d10 damage to you on the start of each of your turns until you remove this condition.
Got it.
But that's not going to take effect until the start of your turn. This one, you take 13. 13 is
Divided
it?
by 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
So minus 6.
Oh. Got it.
Concentration saving throw, nice. Okay, and then that's the end of the Bodak's turns. KORG, you are up. Round 6.
KORG is gonna do action 5 feet that way. 5 feet that way. He's going to pull the animal lever.
Okay, CR2 or CR3?
3.
Okay.
Cool.
Top or bottom?
Top.
The lid starts to shake and it spins off the top and gets shot across the arena. And out of the top of this coffin climbs the skeleton of an owlbear.
Oh.
And it knows exactly where your opponent is. I will add it to the initiative, and you can roll a d20 for its initiative roll. If it rolls lower than 21, it will get a chance to go this turn. That it did. That would be a total of 12. So its initiative is 12. So that's your bonus action.
Bonus action. I'm going to use my tail attack on this. I'm going to highlight this Beauregard Dementor thing.
Nice.
I'm just getting really annoyed with it, so I'm going to swipe at it with my tail.
Yeah. That's a hit. And this thing reels backwards from you. It looks pretty hurt. Although your attacks... Wait. Your
21
attacks
damage.
are magical.
Yeah.
So 21 damage?
Yeah.
That would be that much then. And the creature falls to dust.
Oh, that's handy. I hear in the background, ooh, ooh, ooh.
No, it just does like a curdling scream as its eyes never lose eye contact with you until they're disappeared and dissolved. And that's the last thing you see.
Cool.
Okay, so that thing's gone. So I've moved 5 feet, 10 feet. I'm just gonna crouch up and down for a second.
Nice. Teabagging.
20 feet. 30. Straight ahead, 45.
Okay.
And I am going to Dragon Breath in this general direction. Before I hit it again, did it roll on either of your ends?
No.
Okay.
So you've targeted the Bodak too?
Looks like it.
Okay. So the Bodak succeeds. Takes 5. UWU succeeds. So UWU gets 3
F.
back.
Yeah.
Okay. And you succeeded on your saving throw. Constitution save. Okay. So the electricity breath goes out, and both of the creatures in the darkness ball react with distaste of it. Hear the Bodak give a little.
That'll be my turn. I use my bonus and my
Movement. Yeah.
movement.
The
Attack.
tail attack. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yep.
Okay, so that ends round 6 for KORG as UWU is now up. And the hit dice move towards you, UWU.
Ooh, I will use a hit die to end my poison condition.
Okay. And that ends up. Do you want to take that off yourself?
Sure.
And that ends up not costing you 1d10 health next.
Because it would have hit me right after the thing.
The hit dice first,
Got
and then before your turn starts, it would have happened.
Yep. Alrighty. Don't fix what ain't broke. As my action, I am going to. Actually, you know what?
I don't know what.
I have a better idea. As an action, I am going to cast a 4th level spell. It is going to be Wall of Fire. Oh, wait, no. This is a concentration. I don't want to end concentration. Just kidding. It's a concentration check. I don't want to do that. Not yet. I'm going to go on ahead and cast Eldritch Blast again. Just kidding. Haha. You thought I was going to do something, but I psyched you out. So that is being
Push me 20
selected.
feet back. I'm okay with that.
So attack.
Just attack. You only get 2.
Yeah, yep. I'm just, it's not selecting it for some reason. Oh, I'm in the wrong. There we go. Attack.
There you go. That looks like a hit.
Yeah, no, I'll let that one hit.
Hey.
Makes
And
its
then
way.
damage. The darkness within me is pummeling your chest. And you are moved back. It's 10 feet.
Where are these friggin' 2s like the rest of this match?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the second low roll you've done all match. Like you've had 10 and 9 for damage. That's it.
Yeah.
A 30. That'll do it too. As KORG, you're now pushed into this cloud of cold aura magic on the edge of the stairs.
So that's my action, right?
That is your action. Yes.
As my bonus action, I'm going to Eldritch Blast the Owl Bear.
Okay.
Like,
You should
I don't
be able to
remember what-
alt-click it,
okay, yeah.
and then alt-click him to make sure he's not targeted.
Yep.
Or, like MJ just taught me, you can select no targets.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that yet, but
Yeah.
Like,
All right.
You know how there's the 2 menus on the left-hand side there, Greg?
yeah.
Like there's your token controls.
At the very bottom,
measurement,
clear all targets. Nice.
Very bottom where the X is.
Yeah, I just saw it. Thanks, man. That's awesome. That's gonna save some time. You've got him targeted though right now.
Yeah, I've got him targeted. So spell, Eldritch Blast, go!
The skeletal owlbear uses its reaction to cast shield. No, it doesn't. That's
I was gonna say, what?
That's a hit for 12 skeletal owlbear damage.
Please move back 10 feet.
He cannot. He is butt up against this.
Oh, he cannot. Okay. I guess if that's the case, I'll have my other one attack the Bodak horseman.
Okay. $25 will hit the Bodak, that's for sure. For 8 damage.
And 6.
And push it back with a d6
Yep.
for another 4, which is not magical.
It is not.
And you find that the Bodak does not seem to care that you pushed it back into the wall as much
Got
as
it.
you think it would.
Got it.
Okay, so that does your action and your bonus action.
I'm gonna go there. Think.
You're moving right up to him.
Yeah. Got it.
And then,
I see. I unleash 2 eldritch blasts from the darkness within me, pushing my opponent into the aura of cold. Then, as my bonus action, I summon my knowledge of sorcery to quicken yet another flurry of eldritch blasts at the 2 summoned creatures, the Bodak and the skeletal owlbear.
And at the end of round 6, you have done.
It's still the owlbear's turn.
Yeah.
I'm just doing your total damage here.
Oh,
Sorry.
got it. Just the total, so we can keep
So
track.
6 on KORG there.
16 on me total.
Okay.
Yeah, 16 total. Yep.
So the score
No
is
worries.
5-0, and it's turning to 6-0. No, did I just move that 5? That's okay. That's 10. That's 20. And so this owlbear is closing the distance on you without any problem. It comes in from here. And
Okay.
because it has 40 feet of movement, so it
Yep,
has
yep,
no
yep.
issues.
Yeah, I was only like 30 feet away.
Yeah. It then makes a multi-attack on you. Its multi-attack allows it to have one with its beak and one with its claws. So its claw attack first. Because he can't see you, he's not threatening your... KORG can't see you, so he's not threatening you, so this would not be a flank.
I
Okay.
was just about to ask you that there, Greg.
Yeah, you would need to see him. But it rolled a 19.
Cool. I use a shield. And I say, my shield is made out of your disappointment from almost hitting me, but not quite doing so.
So a 26
Tremble!
misses. And the owlbear is not happy as its beak comes in for a second attack. A 9 is a miss. End of round 6, it is 6-0 for UWU. And the Bodak is up. The Bodak is the one that was after UWU. And so it will move around the skeletal owlbear to get a nice good view of your UWU face.
I
And
was just about to do that.
use
Oh. These days.
so it uses its withering gaze on you, and you make a constitution saving throw. Succeeding in that one, and your concentration saving throw is a fail.
Oh,
It is.
this is potentially the only thing that may save my life if I roll good.
You roll well.
I don't care if I roll good.
Hold on.
Wrong
So-
river in
I think you need to have that
You get
damage.
6 more damage back. 6 more health back there? Yeah. So the darkness spell around you disappears, and for the first time, KORG, you can see UWU again.
This thing has been the bane of my existence.
Well,
It's pretty bad.
the hit dice move towards you, KORG.
Yeah, the hit dice of which I have none floating around my head right now.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you
Because
used
you
all of
used
them.
the CR3 creature.
Off.
I didn't take those off yet, that's right.
I just remembered you have shield up right now.
I do have shield up right now. You're correct.
Yep.
Um,
But you don't have disadvantage.
That is true.
That's true. That
But I really don't know what his AC is, and I have a feeling like it's really stupidly high.
Go with that feeling.
You can see he's rocking a shield and armor. He's pretty well armored up. That's not gonna do it.
Gale attack misses. Unarmed strike. Misses. Flurry of blows.
So 2 more. 26
Still misses.
misses. And another 26 missing. Oof. KORG is understandably frustrated as the shield has done its work.
Let's go. 25, 35. Or is that 40 right there?
Yeah, or yeah, 40, yeah.
And I technically can't use any of the pulleys because they're all bonus actions, right?
And hit
and they all
dice.
require hit die.
And they all require hit dice.
Yeah.
I'm going to move one more over. There's my 45. I'm done.
Cool.
All right. And ooh, you see the hit dice appearing around you,
Awesome.
knowing that your opponent was unable to pierce your shield.
Uwu is going to reach his hand back, and within it, you will see a ghostly lance begin to manifest, and he will say, "KORG, you coward! You are running away from me. Come back and face me like a man, or I will send my spear to pierce you."
And I'm gonna cast Psychic Lance.
KORG's just going to yell, "Good luck with that!"
Awesome. You get to make an intelligence saving throw. Yeah, so I don't
Yeah.
need to see him to. Yeah.
You do not need to see him to fire this off. And so,
Yeah. So I throw it and it kind of zigs and zags and.
hit the damage, and then it should.
Oh, it'll prompt him to do the save.
Yep.
Cool. Not great, but it is what it is.
How the fuck did I succeed that?
KORG succeeds with a 16.
As a reaction,
Well,
as a,
-1 to my intelligence checks.
nice.
Just so everyone knows. I'm assuming that is something weird damage.
It's psychic.
Psychic
It's psychic,
damage,
okay.
yeah. Because you passed your save, nothing else happens to you. Just take a little bit of damage.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, I think bonus action. I'm gonna go on ahead and quicken Eldritch Blast at the Bodak.
Okay.
The Bodak. Eldritch Blast. Just a regular roll this time. Normal. Ouch.
That one.
Hey, if I had to get it at one time.
Yeah, like hitting the nat
Well.
ones on the Bodak is.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Bodak gets hit. Roll some damage.
What happened? Did I roll damage?
I don't know. I didn't see a
Okay,
damage dice come out.
I'll roll it again.
There it is. I see a dice now.
There it is. I think it's just lagging.
So it is dead.
Nice.
So the Bodak falls slumped, not hunting you anymore. But the owl bear right in front of you is still angry. And it's not going to give up and run away. It's going to fight for KORG. Till the very end, till the bitter end, as its claws come in to rend you. 18 to hit.
And once again, my shield is made up of the agony and despair that you have experienced by a near hit.
Okay, so it also makes a beak attack with a nat 1.
Okay.
And unfortunately, the owl bear then crumples to dust at the snap of the Lich's hand. And UWU's shield drops. And the combat is concluded. And at the end of round 7, that is 7 points for UWU. As each round he was able to do at least a small bit of damage to KORG.
Sometimes a little bit is all you need.
KORG is still angry, still standing, and still raging. Yet, you guys both feel the energies of the arena sucking you through these banners that were your scorecards. KORG seeing a 0 on yours right now as you're pulled through and raging. What's going through your head? Quick thoughts as you're being sucked through. Do you have anything to say?
KORG's just thinking to himself, I fucking hate magic.
That's
about all.
That about sums it up. And UWU, as you're being pulled back to your plane, what is your last, do you have anything last things to say as you hear KORG, I fucking hate magic.
I'll say, if you sell just a fraction of your soul to the great dark one, Laragetto, you too can become more powerful than you have ever imagined.
You are pulled through, still trying to sell the benefits of all of this. Okay. So
Alright.
congratulations, UWU, and thank you both. You have
Thank you. Thank you,
done
Greg.
excellent
Thank
job.
you, Greg.
Thank you, MJ.
I'm sorry that was frustrating. I guarantee. The shield and the darkness spell together is just.
The two of those are partly what did me in.
It's super dumb. Yeah, my AC was a 29 with shield.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I wonder why I couldn't hit you.
You needed to crit me.
I didn't notice that you did.
The 3 dice for the advantage.
It's a feat
Elven accuracy.
because UWU is an elf,
I'm a half elf.
half elf. Yes,
Yeah.
that gives you
That's-
a chance to pick that feat.
It's a
Elven
super.
accuracy.
It's a super fucking good feat.
And if you
Yeah,
roll with
that's-
advantage, you can re-roll one of the dice.
I think you did really great, man. You had a really awesome build. I think if not for the fact that 2 of my magical items went into buffing my AC, and I was able to keep up darkness the entire time. I think with all of the attacks you were throwing out, I would have been in a really, really tough place.
The dispel
That
magic
plus
too on the haste.
You also hit me with dispel magic.
Spell magic,
Yeah,
which
go.
wiped out your haste. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because yeah, that would have been if you had kept it up, an extra attack every round.
And that's why I had gotten comfortable with it the last 2 rounds, because I had used it right off the get-go.
Got it.
So that's why I kept going with the 3, just being comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And then like, oh no. And I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, right.
Yeah. Well, and you were just rolling really poorly tonight.
And
that's
too.
like
No.
Just luck.
It's not
That's
just
just
tonight.
luck.
It's not just
Okay.
tonight.
This house.
It is a trend with me.
It's
Got
a
it.
house. We roll poorly.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That was part of my issue. Like, no matter, and Greg, you even said it to me, like, you sure you want to leave your balance that high?
Yeah.
But in order to leave my character as, like, my character, like, there was very minimal other paths.
Right. I know what you're
Like-
saying. You didn't min-max him at all, really. You just made a character, right? So you will this turn, also after the end of this one, receive the magic items from KORG that he was using. So KORG, that'll be...
Braces of defense, amulet of health, and the tattoos.
Oh, nice.
as you've heard before in 2 other matches to the people that you have beaten.
Yep.
You are invited to the Tournament of Vengeance now. And because you did not die in this, you do not get entered into the best death competition. But you still have a chance.
I keep my remaining balance currently.
Nope, that goes over to UWU. So how much is that total as well?
Oh.
It was pretty good, I remember.
You are going to fucking love me.
Oh, I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you.
Oh, trust me, wait until you hear this number. Because I made
Well, you're a monk. You're a
Wait.
monk. You don't use any you hardly use any magical items.
That's the issue.
Yeah.
That's why you're gonna love this number. Sorry, of course I closed my computer, which had
I have
my
it here, I think, 58,000.
Yeah.
58,000. Wow.
So you have 158,000 plus all the materials, plus whatever you didn't spend from last time, which isn't very much.
Again, Greg, thanks. I'm honestly surprised I made it this far.
I'm not. You've done really well. And you built a really cool character.
Yeah, how much do I concede about how I see this character build?
Right. No, very, very good point. And like I said,
Yeah.
you built an
That
awesome
was part of
character.
my issue.
You did. You had
You did build an awesome character.
It
I
was
love
super fun.
The scars, the tattoos, the Eldritch Claw tattoo, the whole thing, like the lore behind KORG is just great. So I
sure.
really appreciate that part. And that's going to be the part that makes, like, you know, it counts more in the end.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
I'd rather stay true to KORG, how I saw him from the get-go, and lose in the 3rd round, which is by no means anything to be disappointed about.
For sure.
Deviate and
Nope,
just
for
get
sure.
the most powerful things possible, which is why I kind of did that swap last minute from the Robust Stars to the Eldritch Claws tattoo.
Right.
Mm.
Which is very flavor cool. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a good gist in terms of how I want to describe the backstory for KORG, but it doesn't matter writing it out, right?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, man.
Eric, good luck next week, man.
Thank you. You too.
And
Best
I
of luck.
hate
Have a
you
great
in your
weekend.
fucking darkness.